What is up, YouTube? We are back again with Sky Demonaut, and we're going to be giving you more information on Battlefield 3. This time, we're going to bring it a little bit different. We are going to talk about the Engineer class, and let's bring it to Sky.
Hey guys, we're going to be talking about the engineer class today, and I'm going to start off first with the weapons. In most other battlefields, we had the engineer class as having submachine guns like the UMP 45 and the MP5, stuff like that. Now in Battlefield 3, we have carbines. Now, I don't know if you guys like carbines or whatever, but I certainly like the carbine system they have here. They have six different carbines. They have the M4A1, the G36C, the AK74U, the SCAR H, the AN91, and the SG553LB. Now, I like the fact that they have carbines because this gives the engineer like a purpose. Because before, the submachine guns were just, they did absolutely no damage. I'd have to shoot like an entire clip of a SCAR L into somebody, but now they give a SCAR H, which is heavy and it carries a bigger bullet, and they have the G36C, and now the engineer can be a multi-purpose. He can shoot people, repair vehicles, and he can kill people now instead of the usual I have to use a UMP 45 every time I use this class, otherwise I don't get anything done.
All right. Well, with the Engineer class comes, I guess, what is it called? I guess
Equipment
secondary
and
weapons.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what do we
well,
have with those?
okay, so we have the usual the rocket launcher, and instead of a repair tool, the drill, we have a welding tool, which is really cool because if you're going to go up to a tank, you're not gonna take the broken piece of metal and bolt it down. That would probably not work in the first place. You're
Yeah.
gonna want to weld it down, and welds make metal stronger, so it makes more sense. So you have the welding tool and rockets. For our rocket launchers, we have the AT4 from Battlefield Bad Company 2, the SMAW, which is kind of like the Carl, except it reloads differently. You guys probably seen it in the alpha gameplay. We have the RPG 7, as usual. And here's a little twist. We have a Javelin. If you guys have played Modern Warfare 2, you all know what the Javelin is. The Javelin is it's just a beast. If you don't know what it is, it's a rocket launcher. Uh, it's got it's got a pretty big tube, and I believe, is it reloadable or is it
Uh,
disposable? I think it's
I
disposable,
believe, yeah, I believe it's
and it
disposable.
shoots one pretty massive like Hellfire missile, basically like a Predator, and it will lock on to tanks, helicopters, and structures, and it'll just obliterate everything.
So, if you're comparing it to Modern Warfare, will it also lock on to personnel?
Uh, in Modern Warfare, I don't think it really locked on the personnel, but I believe you can, but probably not while he's running because you need to stabilize
Of course.
the lock on system. So if a guy's hiding behind a rock, you might be able to lock onto the rock and just rain down fire on him. And so now we have since we have airplanes and jets in this one, we have the Stinger. Of course, it's also an MDB2, and the SA-18, which is surface to air missile, the IGLA. The IGLA.
All right. Well, I'm guessing the engineer class is going to be a very, um, very good, I guess, vehicle destroyer. Anyway, we're gonna go into the. Well, all right. So I'm guessing all you guys know that the AT4 is a single fire rocket launcher, and as you guys seen before in maybe Battlefield Bad Company 1, you can fire multiple shots. So if it's not multiple shots, then the guy is carrying four tubes on his back, which is kind of impossible if you ask me. And you have like that unlimited sprint system. So what do you guys have to say about that? Or anyway, let's ask Sky and see what he thinks.
Well, I think the AT4, maybe they'll limit the amount of rockets you have because when I was watching the alpha, the RPG had 5 rockets. Guys, he's got like a backpack full of RPGs, just like, oh, I'm Santa Claus. Here, have a bag load of RPGs, and he just gave it to the guy. Who was like, Allah, Allah, Allah Akbar, and he just blew everybody up with like 5 RPGs. But yeah, so I don't know, but that would be kind of strange if you have 4 AT4 tubes on your back and you just keep throwing them away, keep throwing them away. And I don't know if they're gonna limit the rockets there to make it more realistic or what, but I don't know. I really don't. I don't see a difference in the game if it does that or not. It doesn't really affect the gameplay
All
at
right.
all.
So I'm guessing like how now they well in Bad Company 2, you know how they threw out the I guess the ammo packs. You can reload anything, basically any weapon you would like from that little box. Say for example, you open that little box and you can pull out like 3 RPGs. Okay, it doesn't matter like what kind of rounds you need. You can get it all from that little ass box. So will we still run encounter that problem, or I guess not problem, but will we still encounter that situation in um, Battlefield 3 where we can constantly reload rocket launchers and stingers and all that and just like sit back behind a rock and rain fire on people?
Well, of course, I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not, but you're going to have a support class on the field to do that, because since they now carry the ammo packs. And the support class, you're going to have to find a guy with it's not a little small ammo box, but it's a big ammo box now. So you're going to have to find a support class on the field to reload your rocket launchers from. So if you're out of rockets and you're in the heat of battle, I don't know if you're going to be able to find a support class fast enough to be able to do that.
Yeah, we did mention that in the previous video about the assault class. So if you guys check that out, you'll be caught up with what we're talking about here. So as you were saying,
Um, Yeah, so you're gonna have to find the assault class with or the support class with the ammo pack. I don't. That's probably gonna be troublesome, but now you don't have to reload your rockets all the time. You now have a heavy carbine that you can do some damage with, unlike the submachine guns. And now I guess you're wondering like where the submachine guns go. Well, now the submachine guns were like in Battlefield Bad Company 2, where they had that list of weapons that could be spread out across all the classes. You can use your submachine guns for anything. And the submachine guns are included are the P90, the MP7, the UMP 45, the PDR, most people's favorites, the PP 2000. I know that Viet Asian loves the PP 2000.
oh yeah.
Sounds like a penis though, if you
Oh,
ask
you
me.
dick face.
All right, and then we have the P90TR. The P90TR is kind of like a P90 mixed with a FN 2000. It's all tricked out and stuff. And
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
another thing people were speculating and rumoring, the 60 millimeter mortar. Now that they're asking what class is that going to be for? The 60 millimeter deployable mortar is available for the engineer class, which I think is a little cool. Instead of maybe not you don't want to use rocket launchers because you don't want to be the person to, or you're not the guy that likes to destroy vehicles. Maybe the engineer that likes to take out enemy positions, you use the 60 millimeter mortar. I do not know how that works since I did not see it in the alpha gameplay, but you have the 60 millimeter mortar, and as always, you do have anti-tank mines for those people who like to throw like 87 of them out on the road and have the tank run into them. But that tank can go into water now, so he can just move around that or blow them up if he's smart enough to see them, which they usually aren't.
All right. So are there any other miscellaneous items that are equipable? Uh, is that even a word? Anyway, is are there any?
Equipable.
Yeah, I guess.
There is the smoke grenade, the M18 smoke grenade. I don't know what the color is. Maybe you can customize it. Oh, I want red, white, and blue smoke, and you can throw smoke and it just blind them. That would be
Oh
really
yeah,
cool
that
though.
would be cool.
Orange smoke for Halloween. I don't know, black smoke.
So, all right. So, is it just the smoke grenade? Is it like a hand thrown grenade, or is it the underbarrel?
No, it's the hand throw grenades, the M18 throw grenade. I do not know where they would put this. Is it going to be like Call of Duty where your right bumper or whatever, your R1 is your grenade, and your left bumper or whatever, your L1 is your I guess your flashbang or your concussion. I don't know if it's going to be like that because I don't know what the controls are like for Battlefield.
Okay. Well, it looks like we've basically covered the engineer class, guys. So, I guess once again, I'm gonna give a special thanks to Sky Demonaut here, for sharing his all great knowledge with us and every more. Or what a homo. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna give a special thanks to Sky Demonaut, and um, I'll see you guys in my next video, of course. We are going to be talking about the Recon class. For all of you snipers out there, be prepared because he has a shitload of information, especially this one sniper rifle that you must have. All right, thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, add this to your favorites, and peace out.